Hi, I am Syed Rashid. You are watching Ahlabad High School and Junior College YouTube channel. Welcome to my video to all students as well as viewers. Today just we are starting our physics, okay? 11th chapter, mechanical properties of fluids, class 11th or inter first year you can say. And for inter first year, this chapter can work for MPC students and BPC students. So let us start. So we have already done 10 chapters related to our syllabus. This is one of the 11th chapter with us. So in our previous chapter we have something learned about the mechanical properties of solids. Here we are learning the mechanical properties of fluid or liquid or gas, whatever you say. Now first question here is, what is fluid? Okay, F-L-U-I-D. Fluid, what is fluid? So or else you can say plural form fluids. Now liquids, L-I-Q-U-I-D-S, liquids and gases, G-A-S-E-S, gases can flow, F-L-O-W, flow, hence these are called fluid. Or else we can say thus these, A-R-E-R-C-A-L-L-E-D, called, these are called F-L-U-I-D-S, fluids. Now is there any property related to the fluid? A very important properties of fluid is nothing but like it's offer, O-F-F-E-R, offer very less, or else we can say very small, V-E-R, very, S-M-A-L-L, small, R-E-S-I-S-T-A-N-C, resistance to shear strength, S-H-E-A-R, shear like stress. We have already learned about the shear stress. So this is the one of the important property related to the fluid, that they can offer or they can provide a very small resistance to the shear. That means their shape by applying very small shear stress. This is one thing. Now we are learning one more thing related to the pressure, P-R-E-S-S-U-R-E. What is pressure? So the average pressure is defined as the normal force acting per unit area. So we can say pressure, for pressure as of now we can write P into AV, because for P we have lot many things. Here average pressure I am speaking about. Force by area, F-O-R-C, force by A-R-E-A, area. What is the units of force is Newton. By area unit is meter square or centimeter square or kilometer square, whatever you are taking. But here I am taking Newton by meter square is the pressure. We have one more thing with us. What is density? D-E-N-S-I-T-Y, density. Density is nothing but mass per unit volume, V-O-L-U-M-E, volume. Next we have one more term with us like relative density, R-E-L-A-T-I-V-E, relative, D-E-N-S-I-T-Y, density. This is an important thing, already we have covered in our 9th class, I think. Yeah, floating bodies chapter name was. So relative density of a substance is defined as the ratio of its density to the density of water at 4 degree temperature. That means relative density is nothing but it is the, we can say like density by density of water at 4 degree. We can write a small formula here, D-E-N-S-I-T-Y, density by D-E-N-S-I-T-Y, density of water, okay, at 4 degree. Here we have a simple condition with us, we need to remember 4 degree centigrade unit. So this is the relative density. Now we have one important law with us. I think this law also we have come across. The name of this law is nothing but Pascal's law, P-A-S-C-A-L. Pascal's law states that the pressure at all point in the fluid which is at rest is same if the points are at the same height. The pressure in the fluid at depth height is given by like P is equals to PAT plus we can say here rho. This symbol is nothing but rho GH, and here we can see that ATM is nothing but atmospheric pressure, okay, atmospheric pressure, P-R-E-S-S-U-R-E. So this is nothing but PAT is nothing but atmospheric pressure, whereas here rho we can say like density, D-E-N-S-I-T-Y, density, G you know that acceleration due to gravity, height is nothing but height. So this is Pascal law. Open tube manometer is an instrument used to measure pressure differences. We have one instrument, and the name of that instrument is nothing but like open tube manometer. So this is an instrument which is usually used to measure the pressure at different levels. So this is the intro part or starting related to our 11th chapter, like what is fluid. Main property of fluid is it has very small resistance to shear stress. We have pressure, density, relative density, Pascal's law. So now the thing which I have explained just now, I am going to place on your screen also. You need to copy down and remember. Okay. Hope you have copied these definitions like Pascal's law, relative density, pressure, fluid. Make sure need to remember also Pascal's law and pressure, relative density. This is a basic definition you must know to learn this chapter. And this is a basic also, I think we have come across in 9th class also. Now we have one more topic with us, that is streamline flow. The streamline is defined as the path followed by the fluid particles under a steadily flow. Here suppose I have one pipe or one passage, we can say we have multiple passages. I have one pipe here, okay. This is one path. Or else we have one more type of this shape, okay. This is also a one shape. Now if the fluid is going from here, okay, entering and coming out from this side, or else from fluid is going from this point and coming out from this point. So streamline flow is nothing but it is a path of fluid particles under a steadily flow. That means it is a path of fluid particles which are continuously flowing. That means this is a path of fluid particles. Suppose if I have one particle, say particle number 1 I am giving. After few seconds the particle number 1 might be here. So this is nothing but we can say like steadily or continuous flow of particles of flow of fluid in a definite path followed is nothing but streamline, we can say. Critical speed is the speed beyond which the flow becomes turbulent by losing its steadiness. Here we can say that we have one like speed. If I am just flowing the fluid from here to here, it may follow one speed, SPEED. But if the fluid is turning from this point, in this point the particle may lose or gain the speed of flowing. That means the particle might be increase its speed or decrease depending upon the shape, situation and size of the particular we can say matter from which the fluid is flowing. In a laminar flow, the velocity at different point in the fluid has different magnitude, but the direction of velocity are parallel. We have one type of flow with us like laminar, okay. In this type of flow we can say that the velocity of different points in the fluid has different magnitude, but the direction of the velocity are parallel. So this is if you want you can search more study related to the laminar flow. So this is related to the streamline flow. Now we have one more important topic. Once upon a time, this is one of the important theorem might ask you, but nowadays for IP level, that is intermediate public examination level, you will get 2 questions from this chapter, and that 2 questions is only like 2 marks questions. So just you need to concentrate 2 marks question from this chapter like mechanical properties of fluids. So we have Bernoulli's theorem. What this theorem says? Bernoulli's theorem or Bernoulli's principle also we can call, PRINCIPLE. Okay, Bernoulli's principle states that the sum of the pressure, potential energy and kinetic energy per unit volume of the liquid is constant along a streamline. If we have one streamline with us, so in streamline we have 3 things constant as per the sum of the 3 things is constant as per the Bernoulli's principle. We can say pressure plus potential energy, okay. And here we have few different formulas related to the potential and kinetic energy. You can see here, this is P is nothing but pressure, where is half rho t square. Half rho t square is nothing but not rho t, we have rho capital V square. This is known as kinetic energy, plus we have one more energy with us, that is potential energy, that is rho gh is equals to constant. So as per Bernoulli's theorem, the sum of these three things, but the flow must be like streamline, like constant along a streamline. The flow must be streamline along a STEAM, streamline. So this Bernoulli's theorem usually says. Whereas the speed of freely falling body at any point height is given by Torricelli's law. We have one more law with us. The name of that law is nothing but TORR. V is equals to under root of 2gh. Simple, you can remember. So this Bernoulli's theorem and Torricelli's law, it is one of the important laws related to this chapter. Now the time to see some theory part related to Bernoulli's principle and this law on your screen. Hope you have saw this and this theory part related to on your screen. Now you have saw one more name on that theory part, last line, like Venturimeter. This is the device used to measure the flow speed of incompressible fluids. We have some fluids, that fluid cannot be compressible and they might have less compression with them. So to measure the flow speed of that type of fluid, we need to use this type of devices with us. So this is about our first session, that is part number 1 related to mechanical properties of fluids. We will going to continue same chapter in our next session, but make sure all the student and viewers, few things you need to remember in this chapter. What is fluid, okay, what is Pascal's law, what is Bernoulli's principle, Torricelli's law, and we have device names like Venturimeter, and we have open tubular something, just now I said open tube manometer, isn't it, that device name. And you need to remember relative densities, this type of things related to our part number 1. So that's all about our today's session and today's class. I am Syed Rashid. You are watching Ahliyabad High School and Junior College YouTube channel. We will going to continue same chapter in next session. Have a great time. Take care. Thank you.